More drama this past week as the Helldivers and the Ministries clash over the recent weapons recall. SENN is flooded with emails from Helldivers, and new premium warbonds are about to hit. Would you like to know more? In our top story, the Galactic Comnet lit up this past week with Helldivers pushing back on the Ministry of Defense for the mandatory weapons recall that we reported on last week. Some Helldivers were particularly salty about the changes made to the RS-422 railgun and the SG-225 breaker shotgun, with many claiming that the changes were heavy-handed. Several ministries tried to soften the blow, but the tone of their responses grew increasingly blunt as the debate raged on. The interaction grew especially heated when some of the engineers responsible for the weapon changes taunted the Helldivers and implied that they, the Helldivers, were lacking in skill. However, the real firestorm began when one of the engineers eventually admitted to enjoying the Helldiver backlash, saying, "I'm feeding the rage a little for my own entertainment." Fearing a revolt and mass desertion within the Helldiver ranks, Super Earth High Command quickly issued a rare statement of conciliation to smooth things over, stating that the comments from the ministries represented, quote, inexcusable behavior, and indicated that the relevant staff had been volunteered for re-education. Only time will tell if this appeases the Helldiver forces.
In related news, SENN received a huge amount of emails from Helldivers regarding their thoughts on the recent weapons overhaul. Many of these responses were positive. For example, honestly, it's a welcome change. For too long we suffered traitors and cowards cherry-picking fellow divers based on weapons. War doesn't care for the weapons used or the divers that use them. I think this is the best thing since sliced super bread. Until the Ministry of Truth says otherwise, this is a great and glorious update to our standard issued kit. Not every comment was happy, however. Some displayed displeasure with the updates. As much as I trust in the Ministry of Defense, I just can't understand what led to them decreasing mag sizes for some of our weapons. Are they going to start supplying less shells for our orbital bombardments? The newest issued railguns seem to all suffer from a terrible manufacturing defect. The rounds barely have enough velocity to penetrate armor. Many of the comments were especially glowing regarding the new updates to the flamethrower. Finally got a better fuel source for the flamethrower as our troops had requested. I knew I could always count on the great engineers of Super Earth. Incinerating bugs and melting robots has never felt this good. People just haven't appreciated the flames of liberty until now. Nothing more satisfying than setting tyranny alight and spreading the light of liberty.
Time now for a quick word from our sponsors over at the Democratic Merch Department. Democratic Merch Officer Cheshin has been hard at work on the latest product for your Super Destroyer crews, the Eagle One Strategic Command Seat. Now you can watch your favorite SENN news broadcast in style and patriotic comfort. The Eagle One even features a detachable cape to set this chair apart from the rest. Support democracy, liberty, and freedom even while sitting down.
Moving on, the Ministry of Information released some footage late last week promoting some incoming premium warbonds. Of particular note are some new weapons such as the arc-based and plasma-based shotguns and a new laser rifle. These new warbonds are expected to deploy to all super destroyers later this week.
Finally tonight, we have an update on the war fronts. Following hot on the heels of the successful defense of Tian Quan, the new exosuit mechs have been available for deployment on the battlefields, and Helldivers have been happily taking advantage of this new stratagem. On the Galactic Western Front, the war against the bots continues across the Tsar, Trigon, and Severin sectors, with Dropnir, Istatu, and Malevelon Creek all contested as of earlier today. On the Galactic Eastern Front, all 4 systems of the Umlaut sector are currently being contested. The Terminid infestation is again threatening the Orion sector, with the Helldivers attempting to liberate Angel's Venture and prevent the spread of the bugs towards Super Earth. This seems to be the current focal point for the war effort as Helldivers await new major orders from Super Earth High Command. And that concludes tonight's news from the front, and be sure to check out this other broadcast from us right here. Good night, and may liberty prevail.